One of the big questions, of course, is what could potentially happen were we to see a Le Pen victory. And I'm talking about the situation in Ukraine. We're talking about NATO membership. We're talking about intelligence sharing that the French and the Germans have had to really take on when it comes to looking at people who in their countries in Europe who are highly suspect since Brexit and the UK's exit in that sense. How do you see this evolving? Were we to see a Le Pen victory?
Right. Well, France is able to punch above its league with countries that definitely are larger, have more military, bigger economies, because it plays a diplomatic role. France has been always able to translate its diplomacy into power, soft power and hard power. If Marine Le Pen gets elected, that's going to hurt France in its worst, weakest spot. Imagine a France of Marine Le Pen with a veto on the Security Council. Imagine the potential fragments of the Western alliance. If, for example, Le Pen was to abstain the way that China does when it doesn't want to take a side, or even worse, go along with Russia. Imagine a France that doesn't work with Germany. She is Germanophobe. She stated as much. Imagine a France that doesn't cooperate with Germany. What will happen to European cooperation post-Brexit? Far less. Imagine if she holds a referendum on Frexit, which she has recently said she won't, but it's the entire career of the Le Pen dynasty is to pull France out of the European Union. NATO as well, she claims not that she wants to leave NATO, a wise decision given the war in Ukraine, but she'd like to pull out of the command structure. That's exactly what de Gaulle did. And 3 decades later, France rejoined the command structure, because pulling out of the command structure is effectively pulling out of a participatory role in the alliance. The World Trade Organization, she blames free trade for the ills, the unemployment, and the environmental problems of France. All of these different institutions and organizations are the ones that give France a major power role. A Marine Le Pen presidency will harm France abroad.